You have been standing for hours under the cool California night sky. Your voice is hoarse from singing almost 2 full hours. Every muscle is fatigued, yet your heart refuses to leave. Then, without warning, without a single hint online, and with no setlist predicting it, the intro starts. The beat drops. 50,000 people in Stanford Stadium collectively hold their breath. This was not from the Arirang album. It was not part of the regular setlist BTS had performed since the tour opened in Goyang in April. This was Blood, Sweat and Tears, and Jimin stepped forward. To understand why this moment resonated so deeply, we must first recognize what makes Blood, Sweat and Tears exceptional. In October 2016, BTS was still proving themselves globally. They had loyal fans and recognized hits, but the wider world had yet to fully see them as global superstars. The Wings album and its lead single Blood, Sweat and Tears changed everything. Unlike anything BTS had created before, this song was dark, sensual, complex, and bold. Its concept drew from Hermann Hesse's novel Damien, exploring a young person's struggle with temptation, the duality of good and evil, and the pain of growing up. BTS fully immersed themselves in this narrative, resulting in one of the most ambitious music videos in K-pop history. At the center was Jimin. He was not merely a dancer in the song, he was the focal point. From the first note, all eyes gravitated toward him. His movement is unique, not for power or explosiveness, but for its deceptive softness. Every motion flows like water, yet holds extraordinary precision. Every isolation, every transition, every pose is executed with a natural-looking accuracy that seems impossible. Jimin's contemporary dance background from Busan is evident. He does not just memorize choreography. He tells a story with every movement. In Blood, Sweat and Tears, that story is about temptation, about something irresistible yet dangerous. Every gesture, from his gaze to the angle of his body, to the motion of his fingers, communicates this without words. One of the era's most legendary sequences is the blindfolded dance, performing precise, complex choreography on a massive stage in front of thousands, with eyes covered, is extraordinary. The vulnerability adds depth to the song's narrative, portraying surrender to something potentially destructive. Another unforgettable moment is the shoulder movement in the choreography. The fluidity and seeming spontaneity create a sense of natural perfection. These elements elevate Jimin's performance beyond technique to genuine artistry. Blood, Sweat and Tears continued into the Wings tour in 2017, BTS's first large stadium world tour. In every city, Jimin's moments in the song were the most anticipated. Fancams of his performances accumulated millions of views, cementing these moments in fans' memories. Even years after the tour ended, fans continued to rewatch those performances endlessly. The last time Blood, Sweat and Tears was performed live at a major concert was during Permission to Dance on stage in Las Vegas in April 2022. By then, BTS was already counting down toward a long hiatus of unknown length. Every song at that concert carried a sense of farewell that had not been formally said. Blood, Sweat and Tears with all its significance, artistic depth, and memories lingered in the air like a promise unfinished. Then came the long silence. All members of BTS entered mandatory military service. One by one, they departed, and fans had to practice patience like never before. No concerts, no tours, no Jimin performing on a massive stage for tens of thousands. What remained were memories, old videos, and hope for their eventual return. Suga was the final member discharged in June 2025. After that, BTS resumed activity with incredible momentum. The Arirang album was announced, and then released on March 20th, 2026. The Netflix comeback live concert at Gwanghwamun Square took place, and the largest world tour in K-pop history officially kicked off in Goyang on April 9th, 2026. The Arirang World Tour is massive in scale. More than 85 concerts across 34 cities in 23 countries. A revolutionary 360-degree in the round stage design placed the audience at the center. Tickets sold out within minutes in almost every city. BTS 7 individuals who left as young men and returned as adults with new depths and experience brought an energy that words cannot capture. Throughout the tour, fans anticipated one element above all, the surprise songs. Each concert featured 2 songs not included in the main set list. Different songs in every city and every night. In Goyang Night 1, it was Microcosmos and I Need You. In Tokyo, Save Me and Crystal Snow. In Tampa, Magic Shop and Permission to Dance, followed by Boy with Love and Pied Piper the next night. Every show became a unique experience for those present. Then came Stanford. The venue itself was extraordinary even before a single note was played. This was BTS's first Bay Area concert since Oakland Arena in 2018, 8 years prior. 3 sold-out nights at Stanford Stadium, a venue recently entering the major concert scene. Capacity of 50,000 per night, and every ticket sold out within hours. Stanford Day 1, May 16th, was unforgettable. The California sun still blazing at 7 p.m. limited the stage lighting, yet the energy was unstoppable. Jimin, in his long blonde hair and the black leather outfit, moved across every corner of the 360-degree stage, making eye contact with thousands. The surprise songs that first night were entirely different. Then came Stanford Day 2, May 17th, 2026. No one knew what to expect. Jimin released his solo album Face, which immediately became a global sensation. Like Crazy made history as the first K-pop solo song to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. He collaborated with major artists across genres, proving he was not just part of BTS, but a full-fledged artist with his own voice and identity. Yet there is something uniquely moving about seeing Jimin return to a BTS stage, performing the songs that shaped him as a performer. Blood, Sweat and Tears is more than a song from the past. It is a landmark moment, the first time the world saw Jimin not just as a talented BTS member, but as an artist capable of turning choreography into pure poetry. At Stanford Day 2, Jimin returned with all of that, but with a new depth. A Jimin who had grown through the hiatus, military service, and a remarkable solo career came back as a richer version of himself. When his body moved to the beat that fans knew by heart, layers of emotion emerged that had never existed before. There was gratitude, longing fulfilled, and a collective understanding among 50,000 people that they were witnessing something rare and precious. This is what makes the surprise song system on the Airing World Tour so remarkable. Blood, Sweat and Tears was not played every night. It was not made a predictable routine. BTS reserved it for those in the right place at the right time. Stanford Day 2. This demonstrates an understanding of how to create a moment. A legendary song does not lose power through performance, but its impact grows through rarity. By keeping Blood, Sweat and Tears a surprise, BTS turned it into a gift for a select few. For fans not present watching the fan cam at 3 a.m., listening through earphones, hearts full of joy at seeing Jimin dance and ache at not being there in person, the moment still holds meaning. The Airing World Tour is not merely another concert series. Each event is unique, irrepeatable, and part of a living history being written now. Jimin at Stanford Day 2 with Blood, Sweat and Tears reminds us why live music matters. Not just for the sound, not just for choreography, but because extraordinary moments exist only when someone exceptional shares the same space and time with you. A trained human body moves before your eyes, performing what you have long awaited under the same sky you stand beneath. The Airing World Tour continues to unfold. Stanford still had Day 3 on May 19th. After that, Las Vegas, then Europe, then Japan, and other cities yet announced. Every night featured 2 different surprise songs. Every night carried the possibility that it might become the night people remember for years. Will Blood, Sweat and Tears appear again? Perhaps in Las Vegas, perhaps in London, perhaps in Tokyo, or maybe Stanford Day 2 is the one night it comes back to life. Nobody knows. That is where the magic lives. Fans lucky enough to be inside Stanford Stadium on May 17th, 2026, hold something that cannot be bought, downloaded, or fully captured through a screen. A real memory of Jimin dancing Blood, Sweat and Tears as the stadium erupted around them. For those who were not there, watching,